Is oatmeal dangerous? A friend told her that oatmeal was dangerous. And the reason they gave was because of the pesticides, which there are pesticides, that is absolutely true. But I would like to say that this is an example of the forest for the trees. And this is where nutrition information gets muddied. Unfortunately, there is so much misinformation. Internet is amazing, right? There is so much information available to us every day. But unfortunately, it means that there is not a filter, right? So you have people that throw information up there all the time, and then lots of people are experts, but they're not really experts. So, the food is in our country, in the United States, I'm talking about the United States here, is tested, right? They test everything. They test the pesticides that are used on foods. Now, I will just even say that organic foods does not mean that they're pesticide free, right? It just means that they use organic pesticides. But all of these pesticides are food safe, right? Human safe, I should say. And it absolutely is true that we should limit pesticides as much as possible, because though they may not cause cancer or cause other long-term sequelae, they may actually disrupt our gut health, and they may have other effects, right? So limiting them, I absolutely agree that we should limit them. But I don't think that it means that we should eliminate food groups because of it. Now, I will say that if you are trying to limit, one of the things that will help you limit the amount of pesticides exposure and toxin exposure is to actually eat more plants. Because when you look at animal foods, the animals eat the plants as well. And what happens is the toxins are concentrated in the animals. So then you end up eating a higher amount, right? You have to consider all of the pesticides and toxins that they eat over their life, or they're exposed to over their life, tends to be concentrated in the fat, concentrated in the muscle, and you're going to get a higher concentration. So that's one thing. But the other thing is that when you eat more plants, you're eating more foods that have higher fiber, that have higher antioxidants, that have higher minerals and vitamins, and all of these things help your body's natural elimination process. So when you look at it, the fiber supports your gut health and your intestinal motility and helps your elimination there. Antioxidants support your liver and your kidneys and help them do what they need to do to help naturally detoxify. So all of these things, the more that you eat the plant foods, they're actually better. And we know that when people eat higher amounts of plants, the more plants that you include in your diet, the more fruits and vegetables that you include in your diet, the better your health is overall. It results in decreased inflammation. It results in decreased risk of cancer, and it improves your brain health and your gut health and your heart health, and decreases your risk of diabetes. And the list goes on and on and on. So the thing is, the key is to consume more plants, not fewer plants. So more fruits and vegetables, more whole grains, more beans and legumes, more nuts and seeds. All of those plant foods are supporting your body and helping it do what it needs to do to manage toxins, to manage whatever exposures that you're exposed to every day. So I hope this is helpful. I hope that you're not avoiding plant foods to avoid toxins or to avoid pesticides. There are ways to decrease your exposure to these things. So one of the things is, I always talk about, if you're able to buy local, buy from a small farm, because they're going to use fewer of those things because they have more sustainable farming practices. One of the ways that they support that is by growing a diversity of different types of plants. And because of that, that makes it more pest resistant. So they need to use less pesticides. They tend to use more organic types of pesticides that tend to be safer. And you can ask the farmer what they use. So they may not be USDA organic, but chances are they're using a more organic way of growing, more sustainable way of growing, which in the long run is better for your health. They're also going to be, because of that diversity and because of the hardiness of those vegetables, they're going to be more nutrient dense. They're going to be more flavorful, and you get to know your farmer. They may give you some recipes too. I hope this was helpful. If so, make sure you like and subscribe. Please share if you think somebody else could benefit.